I'll go with current LEC
Uh-huh.
and past LCS.
Okay, current LEC. Current LEC is you have... That is your team.
Oh, can you say it? Sorry, I can't
It's
see
Origen. Oh yeah, that's right. You can't see.
Right.
It's Origen is the team. And what did you say was the second bucket?
Past LCS.
Past LCS. Let's go. Let's see this. By the way, this is a Super Mario mug, and it's like really worse for wear because I've had it for several years. Don't put these in the dishwasher, by the way. This is what happens. It's a heat-sensing mug too. It was really cool back in the day. Not anymore. You got 2019 Team Liquid.
Oh.
2019 Team Liquid versus Origen of 2020.
That's pretty good.
That's actually, so this is an interesting matchup. The thing I really like, and I think the thing that Team Liquid currently is kind of missing is Xmithie in the jungle. I know a lot of people have a lot of things to say about his mechanics, but I just think what he brings to a team, even if he gets taken advantage of early game, is like incredibly valuable. This is thus far like the best iteration of Team Liquid that we have. And then current Origen is a team that I think for lack of a better way to put it, like I think there is a better way to put it because I think there are a lot of differences between the way that Origen play and the way that 2019 TL played. However, I do think that both of them are kind of slightly slower early teams compared to a lot of other teams, especially in Europe. And in that matchup, I do think that Xmithie, even if they lost like the first two games in a best of 5 or something, would be able to figure out Xerxes and take advantage of him. I don't know if you noticed, I keep over-focusing on jungle matchups in these. I also think that there's an interesting thing with Alphari and Impact in the top lane because I think Alphari is, in his current iteration, the best he's ever been. And I think he can play both weak side and strong side. I just think he's like an incredible player. I also value upset skill very highly. I think Nuke Duck is kind of inconsistent for me. But I think TL as a whole, the way that they liked to play with this team, the way they set up things around mid control that Jensen had, even though I'm not going to go ahead and say that Jensen and Xmithie had the best mid jungle synergy. I think that Jensen had improved his communication with his junglers enough that they were really able to make a lot from his mid pressure. They were able to try to run 1-3-1 at times. It wasn't always, their execution wasn't always successful, but I think ideally what they wanted to do was that. This would be a close matchup. I think it would go to 5 games. I'm giving the edge to TL because I think current Origen still hasn't worked out all of the kinks. I think they know how they want to play, but I also think that they can get taken advantage of, especially if they really eschew being proactive early. Which we've seen. Like we've seen them trying to be more proactive early, especially towards the end of the split, but yeah, that's my take.
And Core JJ is much better than Destiny.
Yeah, that's a given.
And according to M. Breyer in the chat, Xmithie is 1,000% smarter than Xerxes. So we have a lot of people. I mean, really giving us.
I know people are going to look at the Core Destiny matchup, which I think is like self-explanatory, but I think the Xmithie Xerxes matchup. That's why I mentioned it first because that's what it would come down to for me.
And the poll was Origen winning actually at 67% versus TL 2019. Yeah, very interesting indeed. I like Jay Season who says both teams scale into infinity, therefore no winner. That was great.
The first 10 minutes you're just sitting there checking your watch and like, do something.